All right, I think we're just about ready to get started here. Um, well, I just want to welcome you for uh, joining me today to another Fallout New Vegas hardcore run stream. Uh, I think it's going to be a good one. We're in Novak, got through most of the beginning area. That's kind of a little bit of a slog. We're probably going to be doing some things at RepCon, probably buffing up our level so we can get to Boulder City, do what we need to do there, and then try and get to New Vegas in this stream, and hopefully we'll be able to do that. Hopefully, we won't die a lot to a bunch of ghouls and nightkin and whatever else finds us in the wastes. But I think we're just about ready to get started. So I'm gonna switch over. So, if I remember correctly, we just kind of came to Novak. We didn't really do much here other than speak to Manny. Manny being one of these snipers that uh, kind of guards the town from old Dinky here, Dinky the T Rex. Normally, when you come here, you're supposed to talk to him, and he'll be like, "Hey, you should go clear out the Repcon facility of ghouls, and then I'll tell you about the people who shot you." We kind of just skipped past that because I didn't feel like talking to him, to be honest, and we just kind of went straight to his computer, which had the information that we needed on it. So, lucky us. But speaking of the dinosaur, maybe we should go inspect it. See if there's anyone in there for us to talk to right now. Well, I am going to take advantage of no one being in here to do a little bit of a five-finger discount on things. I got no shame. Talk to this sniper here.
God damn it. Don't sneak up on me like that. What do you want?
I feel like you would have heard me open the door and close it. I don't think I was that stealthy in walking. Just gonna have to give me one moment, though. I need to do something on the back end here. All right, you have to forgive me for that.
I think you better leave.
That's incredibly rude.
Wait. You just got into town. Maybe you shouldn't go. Not just yet.
Gonna throw me out of this dinosaur.
I need someone I can trust. You're a stranger. That's a start.
What do you want me to do, sir?
I want you to find something out for me. I don't know if there's anything to find, but I need someone to try. My wife was taken from our home by Legion slavers one night while I was on watch. They knew when to come and what route to take, and they only took Carla. Someone set it up. I don't know who. My wife's dead. I want the son of a bitch who sold her.
Fair enough.
Bring him out in front of the nest here while I'm on duty. I work nights. I'll give you my NCR beret to put on. It'll be our signal so I know you're standing with him. And I'll take care of the rest. I need to do this myself.
Nothing like a little bit of wasteland justice.
Good. I'll make it worth your while. And one more thing. We shouldn't speak again. Not until it's over. No one in town knows that I know what happened to my wife. Best they never know. or the Legion will be after me next. I know, all right. That's all you need to know. Yeah.
Alrighty then. Guess we'll help him with his little wasteland justice that he wants to do. I don't blame him. If my wife also got sold off to slavers, I'd be pretty pissed too, to be honest. Well, I think we'll wait till morning, see if there's anyone we can talk to. As it is 2 a.m. Everyone's kind of asleep.
Well, welcome to you. You look tired from the road. Why don't you relax a spell? Let this fine town take care of you.
It's very funny we can just ask her about Boone, even though we have never met this person yet. We could just barge and be like, so, tell me about your sniper's missing wife. I don't know who you are. You don't know who I am, but I know the details of some town drama that has happened. Give me the down low, please. Let me know. We'll hold off for right now. We'll introduce ourselves first.
Oh, what am I doing? I got to thinking about making a good impression and plain forgot to tell you my name. I'm Jeannie May. I take care of folks here at the motel, long as they aren't troublemakers.
What does that mean? Trouble how? No roughhousing, no hooliganism, no hootenannyism.
We're in a little desert oasis, name of Novak. This is the Dino Delight Motel, and it's mine.
It's very short on words. What's there to do there?
Well, there's Dinky, the town mascot. He's a sight. You probably already saw him when you came in, but you can go up inside, too. Up the road a ways to the west, there's Repcon. That's the old rocket factory. There's been some sinister characters out there lately, so you may want to stay clear. Other than that, nothing to do but take it easy and enjoy good company.
Very tourist.
Well, up north a ways, you'll see a big tower. That's Helios 1. Used to be a power plant in its day. And there's a town just east of here called Nelson. Used to be such a quaint little place until those slavers took it over. But we got our wonderful snipers keeping an eye in that direction, and so far, the slavers have left us alone.
How good. Alright, now I feel it's right to ask about Boone's wife.
Nothing that wouldn't be wrong with any man who loses a wife, I suppose. Poor dear. I know he thinks she was kidnapped, but I'm not so sure she didn't just run off on her own. You could tell she was thinking about it ever since they arrived. How should I put it? I guess you could say she was kinda like a cactus flower. Real pretty to look at, but there was just no getting close to her. She never did take to living here. She liked the big lights and fast living of New Vegas. I got the feeling she was trying to get Boone to leave with her, but I guess she got tired of waiting.
Well, that feels not right, but okay.
I just know what I've heard. There's supposed to be some ghouls that went in a while back. Ever so often there'll be a commotion from that direction, explosions and such. Watch out for strangers.
Watch out for strangers. Let's see if I can be a little sneaky behind her. How lucky for us. Not very perceptive, isn't she? So we did get this bill of sale here. Yeah, she's the one who sold Boone's wife. Very she's a liar.
Hey,
And now she's gonna pay for it. So we'll just wait a few hours until nighttime again. Although I might have to eat after this, I think. My character might be a little peckish. Or thirsty, one of the two. It's okay, we still have some purified water that we can use. A little more than dehydrated. There we go. So we're gonna bring Jeannie Mae in front of the house. Or in front of the dino if we can.
I hope you're finding everything to your liking.
Well, first we're going to ask her if we can get some supplies. There is a reason we want to do this.
Go see Cliff Briscoe at the Dino Bite gift shop and tell him I sent you. I think he gets lonely standing around in that dino belly all day. He'll be glad for the company. Watch out for strangers.
Okay, we're gonna quickly do this thing before we help Boone out, just because we get a little discount if we do.
Welcome to the Dino Bite gift shop. My name's Cliff. If you're here for the T-Rex figurines, you're just in time. There's still a few left.
I don't think anyone's here for the dino figurines, my good man.
Bless her. Seems like every traveler I get in here tells me the same thing. They see the sign and think, gift shop? That's just too good to be true. But Jeannie Mae always points them back in my direction. Well, a friend of Jeannie's is a friend of mine, and my friends get a discount at my store.
See, we love a good discount. But what do you sell? You sell goods? You sell services?
Well, there's T-Rex figurines, of course. That's our bread and butter. We also have an assortment of the Repcon factory souvenirs, rockets, things of that nature.
What am I going to do with a dinosaur figurine in the wasteland? What am I going to do with a rocket figurine in the wasteland?
Guns? Well, yeah, I guess I might have a few. Darn it, no one ever buys the T-Rexes.
You know, at least he's trying. I'll give him points. At least he's trying to sell off his ginormous stock of souvenirs and knickknacks that he has.
Sure thing. Have a look.
I think we're going to try and snag that gun. Let's see if we can lower his lower the amount we have to spend a bit. Well, 800 caps isn't too bad.
Come back soon now.
That's all we'll do in talking to him right now. So a little thing about that gun, why it's called that gun. It's in reference to it being from Fallout 1 and Fallout 2. This is the only, or in the base game was the only version of the 5.56 millimeter handgun that you could get. And it was just, they called it that gun in reference to people basically being able to be like, hey, it's that gun from Fallout 2. Or from Blade Runner, because that's also what the gun is inspired by. But quite a good gun for us to use. high critical chance. We'll be using it quite a bit in our run, I think. Or at least for the beginning bit. Wake up.
Hey there.
It's time.
Is everything all right? Awful late to be dropping in unexpected.
I need you to follow me for a minute.
Okay, if that's what you think.
As I bust ass in front of the dinosaur. I do kind of wish with the sprint mod they kind of gave it for NPCs, because they do still take quite a while to traverse to places. Well, that's with any Bethesda game, or Bethesda engine game. They all kind of have that quirk of not needing to... being really slow, essentially. Hello, good to see you. Can I recap last time? Sure, last time we... Let me just bring up the map. Last time we started in Good Springs. We woke up after being shot in the head twice. Not good. Got saved by a robot named Victor. Woke up, went to the saloon, shot a dude in the face, helped save the town from a bunch of raiders, essentially. Powder gangers, but they're basically just raiders. Then we moved down to Prim, which was another town. Found a guy who could tell us about the people who shot us in the face. Got the information from him. Also promised that we would help out the town later on, but that's something we'll do quite a bit later, but a little later. Then we moved to the Mojave Outpost, helped clear out the road that's right here. Talked to a few people down there. We went to Nipton. Blew up the Legion that was at Nipton. Because I feel like that's just a rite of passage. Then basically just kind of maneuvered our way up to Novak. And now we are helping a sniper get revenge for his wife. And that's essentially all that happened last time. Except for the sniper thing. That happened in like the last 10 minutes. But, yeah. So now we have found the culprit, and we are taking her in front of the dinosaur. For a little bit of frontier justice. So we'll put on the beret. Oh. And there she goes. Not that we really need the key, but we can take it from her. We already broke into her safe, though. We will come back, talk to Victor, after we finish talking to Boone.
That's it then.
Oh,
how did you know?
Gun safety. Don't point that thing at me. I also found this neat little piece of paper.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It'd be like them to keep paperwork. Here. This is all I can give. I think our dealings are done here.
Are you a criminal now that you just popped someone's head open?
No. People die out there. Often enough that no one worries about blame. They're too anxious to forget it happened in the first place, I guess. Besides, I was on break when it happened.
Real. I was in the bathroom. Couldn't have been me.
I don't know. I won't be staying, I know that. Don't see much point in anything right now, except hunting legionaries. Maybe I'll wander. Like you.
Yeah, come with me. Help me shoot Legion.
You don't want to do that.
No, please. I mean, we won't travel together because this is hardcore and I don't want you dying right now. But maybe later.
Yeah. Working on your own, you're a lot less effective. I've been there and paid for it. But this isn't gonna end well. Fine. Let's get out of here.
So this is one of the many companions that we will be acquiring over the course of this run. Hard to say how many of them we will finish their quests for, and how many of them I want to finish the quests for, but we'll at least try and snag all of them to begin with. So I think I might buff guns up to 40. Barter's always good. I think I might do medicine. And speech as well. I think that'll be my division of points.
What is it?
So we're just going to tell Boone to part ways.
Alright. Guess I'll be around Novak for a while longer until I figure out what I want to do with myself. See you around.
We'll come get him at a later point. I promise. But right now we're going to wait a few more hours until everyone wakes up again. Just because everyone's kind of sleeping. And it's going to be hard to find them.
Welcome. Come on in.
So why don't we talk to the town a little bit? See who's around. This guy's really into his frickin' dinosaurs, man. Like, I feel like you could just melt down the plastic at this point to turn them into something else if you really wanted to. You don't need to stock your house with them. I'm going to steal this book from him if I can.
We haven't met yet. You must be new in town. I'm Andy.
Andy? Like Andy from Toy Story?
Right now, a whole lot of sitting on my keister and counting cracks in the ceiling. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. On better days, I help keep the peace. Boone and Vargas watch the road. I watch the town. Tell myself I'm doing some good.
I can't tell because of all the military uniform stuff that you're wearing, but you're with the NCR, right?
Was with them. That was back when my arm and leg used to work better. I still like to pretend I'm a ranger, though. I'll check in with the guys up at the station pretty regular on the ham radio. Sometimes they stop by, tell me they're paying their respects, the smug bastards. They haven't been responding to me last couple days. I guess they got tired of hearing me talk, but it still got me a little worried. Hell, listen to me talk, like some damn mother hen.
Would it make you feel better if I checked on them for you, sir?
No. They're gonna think I'm having trouble letting go. They're good soldiers. I don't give them enough credit.
Well, tell me about them then.
They're the NCR's finest. A one-man platoon, each of them. You got a job where even thinking about it would scare a man senseless? That's when you bring in the Rangers. And if you see a squad of veterans, guys who are in their black armor, well, you won't find a more beautiful sight.
Their armor is cool. I will give them that. It is really good looking armor.
Yeah, twice. Actually, the first time it was more like half my body. Knocked me out of the Rangers. This time, it's mostly just reminded me how useless I've gotten.
Let me know about it. I want to know.
A few years back, we get a tip that some Legion slavers were holed up in this burnt-out house a few clicks from where we were stationed. We get there and it's deserted. No sign anyone's been there. I mean, nothing. As we're leaving, I hear something behind me. I turn around and there's this kid, just skin and bone, and he's looking up at us and he's scared half to death. Been hiding in a closet. I go to grab him out of there and I notice he's holding something in his hand. Something metal. He shuts himself back in the closet and that's when I see the grenade he's left by my feet. They do it a lot, the Legion, using kids. They know we'll hesitate. Anyway, that was the first time. Second time, I fell down those stairs in front of the motel, just in case I got to thinking I'd put it all behind me.
You know, that's got to be rough. Like, the first thing's rough. Using a kid to, as, like, weapon of war is always disgusting and whatnot. But, like, then going through all that and then you just eat shit on stairs as well. That's got to be rough, man. But we'll give him a little pep talk. Your body is injured, not your mind. You're kidding yourself if you think you're useless.
Huh. People don't exactly line up to find out what's in my head. Can't remember the last time someone suggested I knew something worth knowing. You know, maybe there's something I can do for you. Since you've gone to all the trouble of flattering a crippled old soldier, there's a move we have in the Rangers for knocking an opponent off his feet. Saved my butt a bunch of times, maybe it will for you too. Let me show you how it's done.
Now, I believe this is an unarmed attack that you get. Really handy if you're doing an unarmed build. We will not be doing an unarmed build, but it's a nice thing to learn, regardless. Plus, I don't like being mean to Ranger Andy. He's had a rough time.
Fine weather for flying. It's times like these that make me miss it all.
I wonder if you were a pilot.
Vertibird pilot. 71 missions and only lost one chopper. Rotor malfunction over Klamath. Hard landing, but I walked away.
Well, any landing you walk away from.
I help folks strip down the more complicated bits of salvage they bring in. Engines mostly. The bits and pieces we take out are usually worth more than the whole thing put together.
Well, I guess at this point, most things would be in a state of disrepair, probably. So that would make sense.
4? No, not exactly. It was a long time ago. Things are a lot different these days, and those days are way behind me.
Okay.
Watch your 6 out there.
Thanks, old lady. I think there's a few more people I want to talk to in this town before we move off. Right. I did mention I was going to talk to Victor.
Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit if it ain't my old friend from Good Springs.
Nice to see a friendly face out here.
Likewise, friend, likewise. Is there anything old Vic can do you for?
I hope he just gives me some food.
Well, this ain't New Vegas, but I reckon you can find what you need here. Try the office out front.
But what are you doing here, Victor? Why are you following me?
Don't rightly know. I just got the notion to make my way to New Vegas. Reckon I'll find out when I get there.
I mean, sure.
Seeing how this is the only road around, I'd be a sight more surprised if we didn't run into each other from time to time. Be
I think
seeing
that's
ya.
all we'll talk to him about. I don't think he actually said if the people who shot us came this way. Um, yeah. I think we'll make our way to Repcon now. So we're gonna have to head this way, I believe. Won't be too much of a stroll. Not too far. Not as far as, well, other places we have to get to. Oh, I wonder if this dead ghoul foreshadows much. I'll just have to clear this sickness. Or, starvation a little bit. Let's eat an iguana on a stick. That's some dirty water for us. That's some good stuff. The dirt gives you extra iron. Little checkpoint that we can loot. Big rebar club for us to use. I don't think we're going to be able to. It's a little too heavy for us. We will steal all of the chems here, though. Either to sell or to use. Same thing with the bottle caps. We will just steal these. Move these out of the way so I don't actually pick them up. Alright, I think that's all of the looting that I really want to do here. We might need to switch weapons before we run out of ammo for this one mid-fight. I think we'll just go back to the 10mm for now. But here we are at Repcon. Quite a big building. Sorry, it's Repcon. They lost the O. Ooh, that kind of hurt a little. Just try and get some VATS on him. Well, he took our arm, but we blew his off at least. Fair trade, if I say. We may have to go find a doctor to heal us. But we'll at least get the fast travel point here, so we can come back first. Well, let's go get this arm taken care of before we get ruined. Why don't we? Closest doctor would probably be Good Springs, that we know of. Get the old doc to patch us up. No hidden medical bags for us to snag. Ah. Well, I guess we're paying for our treatment. It is the capitalist way.
How are you holding up?
I'm hurt. My arm's broken.
Don't look like nothing too serious. Let me patch you up.
It's pretty cheap for a broken arm, to be honest.
Okay, hold still.
That was quite the sit down you just tried to take. We'll make our way out. Back to Repcon for now. Bit more for us to loot.
Hey, over here. Are you listening? Go to the big room on the east side of this building and take the metal staircase all the way up. And hurry.
Sure.
Stop wasting time.
It's kind of a little rude one, isn't he? Oh, something didn't like me doing that. It's okay. Well, that's a bit infuriating to find now after paying for doctor services. That's okay. Perhaps it'll be useful for later. A few stealth boys that we can use. That's always nice. I'm going to leave this hunting revolver. It is quite powerful, but two reasons I won't take it is A, it uses a ammo type we're not going to have for quite a while, which is the .45 Gov. And B, I fucking hate scope revolvers. It's just personal preference. Not my thing. We'll use VATs in place of my piss poor accuracy, just for now. At least while we have it. Ooh. They're starting to swarm a little bit. It's okay, at least we can take care of one. They are starting to beat my ass a little bit. Use one of these multiple stim packs we're carrying. I think we could probably use this on them. How good for us. Oh! Didn't notice that one. I think we came out of that pretty okay. I didn't mean to take that leg. We're gonna put that back down. You do not need to be carrying that around. Mentats, my beloved.
All right, Smoothskin. I'm letting you in. You better watch yourself. I'll sure as hell be watching you.
Oh, I'm sure you will be.
God, but are you ugly. Get upstairs and talk to Jason before I throw up just from looking at you.
Motherfucker, you're not a ghoul either.
Your pranks won't work on me, Smoothskin. They won't work on Jason either.
Never mind. We'll just fucking... I don't have the patience to deal with this motherfucker.
Good riddance.
See if we can find this bright fellow, though. You know, it would be the glowing one, wouldn't it?
Hello, Wanderer. Please forgive us our humble surroundings. Our true home awaits us in the far beyond. Have you come to help us complete the great journey?
Oh, Andy's a little bit lost. Oh, great.
And they've been shooting them down like animals, haven't they? Those ghouls were members of my flock, even after the madness consumed their minds. We never let them wander free. We kept them safe on the first floor. We kept them contained. The demons must have let them out, somehow. And now they are lost forever, denied the salvation and healing glow of the far beyond. Please, Wanderer, bear in mind that every feral ghoul you spare now is one that we can save later. Once the way is clear, our feral brothers and sisters will accompany us on the great journey. If there are any left.
You know, as much as I am willing to let you, like, take all the feral ghouls to wherever this great journey place is, and, like, no, I shouldn't be shooting them because technically they are lost, or not lost, but ghouls whose brains have kind of degenerated to the point that they don't have reasoning anymore. I'm not just gonna let them beat me the fuck to death. That's not happening.
The demons appeared from nowhere. Except it might be more accurate to say they never actually appeared at all. The demons are invisible. Where one of them stands, the most one sees is the air shimmering, like sunlight on water. They set upon us as we were on our way to worship one morning. We had just entered the basement. My flock fought bravely and killed a few, but at such cost. Nearly half of us died or went missing. The rest of us retreated up here. One of the demons raved at us, but they have not tried to attack us since. Still, their demonic presence brought all progress towards the great journey to a standstill. But now you have come. Once again, the Creator has sent a human to help us across a seemingly insurmountable obstacle.
I always forget. I keep forgetting to... I need to introduce myself to these people.
I am Jason Bright, the prophet of the great journey. All the ghouls you see here are members of my flock.
His last name being Bright is kind of humorous.
An auspicious name, don't you think? It was mine before I became as I am now. Before the Great War, even. Truly does the Creator author a destiny for each and every one of us.
Alright, let's try and get a little bit more information out of him about what this whole far beyond great journey mumbo-jumbo is.
We wish to escape the barbarity of the wasteland, especially the violence and bigotry of its human inhabitants. The Creator has promised to my flock a new land, a place of safety and healing, a paradise in the far beyond. Preparations for the great journey were nearly complete when the demons appeared. I have glimpsed it only in visions, Wanderer, but what I have seen is truly miraculous. It is a place of light and healing, and I know in my soul that my flock will be safe there.
Okay, but for real, what's the deal with the human that thinks he's a ghoul?
You're referring to Chris. I doubt you had much luck if you tried telling him that he's human. We had the same discussions when he first appeared, and the same lack of success. He believes he is one of us. Soon enough we realized that Chris was a gift from the Creator. He is integral to the success of the great journey.
Okay, tell me about the demons.
Yes, over the intercom. Threats of death should we step outside. Guarantees of safety should we stay locked away. It went on for hours, and did not always make sense. But that was the first day only. Since then, silence. Will you drive away the demons, Wanderer?
Oh, I suppose it's the best I can do.
Praise the Creator. Bless you, Wanderer. Bless us all. As soon as the underground has been rid of demons, preparations for the great journey can resume.
Well, now we have
Hey
the task
there.
of clearing the basement. Although, looking at our weapons, I feel a little light on ammo to be doing this. So we may rectify that problem first. As you can see, these are the demons that they're talking about. They're just nightkin. A different type of super mutant, essentially. Okay, we'll make our way to a store quickly. Actually, we might as well turn this quest in now that I realize we have it. I believe last time we told Ghost, the sniper on the roof here, that we were going to check in on Nipton and tell her about it. We could just do that quickly for some extra XP.
You check out the Nipton Town Hall yet? Smoke trail's not getting any shorter. Legion this far west? You're fucking kidding me. That's not outside the border. They're moving in, and fast. Nipton wasn't the most friendly town, but... Alright, thanks for checking on that. Wish it set my mind at ease. Now I'm more on edge than ever.
Oh, ask her if she has friends there.
In Nipton? Hell no. Town was a shithole, asking to be burned. Just not by Legion. Nobody deserves that. Well, thanks for hoofing it there and back, even if it was bad news. Wish we could spare the troops to go hunting, but orders are to stay put. Fucking Mojave's going to hell, and all I can do is sit here and watch.
Well, at least she can rest a little easily. Easier, knowing that I may have blown up the Legion responsible for what happened at Nipton. But Sad you can't tell her that.
Hello.
See if we can get anything out of the shops here.
Background?
I suppose we're just going to have to contend with the 357 Magnum rounds. And the 9mm for now. So we'll just pay with some of her. Some of our miscellaneous stuff that we picked up. And some of our NCR money as well. Now she gives me a cap. What a raw deal. Alright, let's test our luck, shall we? I think we should be at least capable enough of doing this properly. They definitely do not make it easy to get through this building. In any of my playthroughs, I always find myself getting lost. At least in this upper area. Now we're going to try and do this without immediately dying. But it might be a little harder than we think, so I'll probably stealth away real quick. So come down this way. Go over here. Talk to the person.
What's that, Antler? We have a visitor. An assassin, more like. I say kill it, Antler, for safe's sake. Hmm? Okay, Antler, I'll ask. Hi, human. Why you come here?
I feel like just outright calling him strange is not the best thing, so we're just going to ask who's Antler.
Who is Antler? Who is Antler? Antler, the human asks about you. What do I tell it? All right. All right. Yes, yes, of course. Who Antler is not important to you. Antler wants that you deal with me.
And who are you, exactly?
Me? I am devoted to Antler. But before Antler... Captain once. Last name Davison. First name... Don't remember. I commanded a troop of Nightkin, the Master's elite. A great honor. Very proud. Something happened. We wandered the desert. Life without Master was hard. The others' minds going strange, going crazy. But then, I found us new Master. I found us Antler. Since then, everything's been going really well.
How good for you.
Good. Antler brought us here for a reason. Why was that, Antler? Right. A piece of paper. Shipment invoice. Hundreds of stealth boys sent here a long time ago. But stealth boys must be in the one room. One we don't search yet. The one we can't search.
Yeah. Okay.
A ghoul, but not squishy like others. This ghoul is tough. I thought Antler said, send my kin into that room, but 3 died. Ghoul is a crack shot and set traps too. After I realized I heard Antler wrong, so I locked the door to keep kin out and wait for Antler to tell me what to do. Then, you come along. Antler says you are solution. Yes, Antler says we leave here as soon as we get stealth boys. Let me give you key. Antler had me lock the door. The ghoul inside, not expecting a human. Maybe he don't shoot you. Maybe he will.
Oh, how kind of you to... care about my safety like that. Anyways, this is the door you can't get into. As evidenced by the dead Nightkin there.
Come and get it, you big dumb. Hey, you're not one of those things out there. Who the hell are you? And I bet he told you it's the Creator's will for you to risk your ass, instead of him, right? Well, good luck with that. I'd give you a hand, but no thanks. I may look like a corpse, but I'm partial to living.
Okay. How'd you end up trapped down here, then?
First off, I'm not trapped. This was a tactical choice, all right? I'm no match for those things out there. So I found a good defensive position, and I've been defending it, right? Oh, who am I fooling? I'm trapped. Name's Harland. Pleased to meet you. What happened was, I was escorting folks down to work when those things attacked us. Most of the fight was upstairs, but some folks panicked and made for the basement, and I went after them. Well, turns out there were even more of those bastards down here than upstairs, and things went to shit fast. I couldn't find the others, so I fell back to this room and set up a nice little kill zone. End of story.
You look a little bit more well-armed than the other ghouls. I'll give you that.
Guess the outfit gives that away, huh? I never did buy into that religious mumbo-jumbo with the robes and all that shit. It gets lonely out in the wastes, okay? And I don't have to tell you that Bright's group has got some fine-looking ghoulettes in it. Or maybe I would have to tell you. Anyway, I helped them out, and they kept me supplied with ammo and pleasant company. I'm not delicate. Radroach meat for protein. Condensation off the pipes for water. And I do my business over in the far corner. I wouldn't say it's been comfy.
Yeah, I imagine that would smell pretty nasty after, like, a couple hours.
Huh. Well, you're polite. I'll give you that. If this was just between you and me, I'd do as you ask. But it's not. I had a friend with me when those mutant bastards came out of nowheres. She panicked and ran the wrong direction. Further into the basement. She's probably dead. But I ain't leaving until I know for sure. I'd have gone looking myself, except I wouldn't last a minute out there. You, on the other hand, seem pretty resourceful. Find my friend, and I'll get out of your way.
Yeah, we'll try finding your friend.
Thanks. Let me know what you find out.
Would be easier to
Here's hoping
shoot him,
she's okay.
but I'm a kind soul. We won't do that to him unless this becomes really hard. So we're just gonna do our best sneaking around. Thankfully, I'm really sneaky like this. I think I might need to shoot the jailer. I don't think we can get down there without the key. Oh. Oh. Well, gonna have to shoot him anyways. Pop Med-X just for damage resistance. There he is. You know what, let's switch to our incinerator. Make this a fair fight. Crack some more of those stim packs that we have. Okay, I think we should be able to switch back now. Nice and easy for us. We'll take this incinerator and the jail key. Just so we can repair this a bit more in case we want to sell it off. Make a good amount of money from it. But now that we have the key, we should be able to find our way downstairs. Thankfully, the other Nightkins don't come rushing in when you start fighting in here. Which would kind of make sparing them, which is what we're doing, a little meaningless. But, yeah, sadly, that ghoul's friend is, no longer with us. Which I feel he probably could have surmised himself, but I guess he just wanted us to check, make sure. So we're gonna pop another stealth board before we get back out there. Try and make our way back to Antler and his friend there. It seems like they have found me. A shame for them, I suppose, and me. Okay, I think we're gonna have to maybe use a cycle on this one. It's not, I'm gonna be honest, it's not looking too good for us.
Stupid head voice.
but it seems we may have gotten out of it alive. Gonna be very sneaky. There we go.
Antler sings for stealth boys. Have you found them?
Ah, right. Not the person
Keep
I was
looking.
meant to talk to.
Antler wants Nightkin to have them.
That's okay. At least we're in the area. This area we won't be attacked in, so I don't need to be crouching as much anymore.
Did you find my friend? I see. Well, spare me the details. Damn it. I'm gonna miss that crooked yellow smile. Alright. You did your part, so I'll do mine. Look around up here if you want. I'm gonna make a break for topside.
And thankfully, we can now go up there without having to shoot him, which is good for us. And good for him as well. Let's wait until he evacuates. Take some of the extra XP from disarming these. As you can see, the rat roach he was eating. Thankfully, you can't find the business he was talking about in the corner. That'd be kind of gross. Dear Robco Supply, first off, let me say that everyone here is really excited about the merger. It's super to be part of a company as exciting as Robco. Have we got some kinks in the supply chain? Yesterday, a bunch of crates got delivered here containing 2 gross of devices called the Stealth Boys. Is it okay if I ask what these things are? Do they really make you invisible? That sounds wild. What will Robco think of next? Let me know if the shipment came here by mistake. No problem if it didn't. I bet you can have a lot of fun with these things. I can't read properly, jeez. Thanks, Bill Martin. From the Human Resources Manager to all Repcon staff. In light of yesterday's unsettling events, all employees are hereby directed to give a thorough reading to Repcon's sexual harassment and workplace behavior policies. Also, while it's not explicitly stated in the employee handbook, unauthorized use of military hardware against fellow employees is ground for immediate termination. Wow. That's a yikesers. It's from the custodian to the HQ supply department. Hi, Robco Supply. We are sending back 2 crates of devices labeled Stealth Boys back to you. According to the manifest, each crate contained 1 gross, 144 of the devices. As a result of employee misbehavior, not mine, 1 crate was opened and missing 5 Stealth Boys. Sorry about that, sincerely, the custodian. Well, it seems like we can tell the Nightkins that the Stealth Boys are indeed not here. They were here, and now they're not.
Antler sings for stealth boys. Have you found them? Liar! The invoice said stealth boys here. Antler read it out loud to me.
But I found this invoice that says otherwise.
But invoice note said stealth boys were here. Why can't that note be true? What, Antler? But human could be lying. Stealing the stealth boys for itself. Oh, Antler, you trust so easy. Your lucky day, human. Antler, believe you. Nightkin will follow the new note to find stealth boys. Better be there.
And that is how we get the Nightkin out of the basement without without getting ruined ourselves. especially at this level. I'm just gonna open this up for later. But they're gonna get a little annoyed if I head down there right now. So thankfully all the night can follow him out. I'm confusing myself. I'm meaning to be going upstairs. There we go.
Yes.
That was quite the low yes he just gave me.
Is the way clear?
Damn sure it is.
Praise the Creator, and bless you, Wanderer. The way is clear. I will lead my flock through the basement to the sacred site. I hope you will come find us there, Wanderer. There is much to be done.
Now he's gonna put on the boosters and just fucking hoof it down there. So we're gonna do about the same. You'll just have to excuse me for a moment. My Fallout New Vegas has done the Fallout New Vegas thing and crashed. So you're gonna have to give me a minute. Here we are. New Vegas. It wouldn't be New Vegas if it didn't crash every once in a while.
Hey.
But I'm just going to pause right quick. Make sure everything is okay on the back end. Okay, everything seems to be good.
Yes.
And Harlan is now up here with us, now that we've freed him from his basement prison.
Is the way clear?
We'll just let them run out for a second before it crashes us again. Give them a little moment. Okay, I think we should be able to follow them out now. Kind of cool looking outfits they got on. Little astronaut suits. They're basically heading to that pit that we opened up.
Hey there.
Although we might do a little bit of exploring down here, because there is a lot of good food and supplies that we can take. Just quickly. That is, if I can find the rooms for it. Keep us from dying as much. I think that's about all we want over here, though. So, let's put on the boosters and get downstairs, shall we? Door kind of clipped through the wall there for a second.
I waited to speak with you one last time before I descended to the launch pad, Wanderer. I want you to know that we will remember for all eternity how you delivered us to the threshold of the great journey. Our preparations are nearly complete, but the rockets that will carry us to salvation are yet missing vital components. If you would still help us, Wanderer, speak to Chris. He can tell you what is missing. There is no way that we can thank you enough, Wanderer. Your arrival here was a blessing. We will remember you always.
Like, I don't mean to be skeptical, but I feel like flying out on the giant rockets that they have pardon me, can't speak again. I feel like flying out on the giant rockets that they have in the background will only end fairly poorly for them. Even if we do this the right way, I just feel like it wouldn't end well for them, no matter what. But if it's what they want, we'll help them with it.
Yes. The rockets will convey us to our promised land in the far beyond. Vision upon vision has confirmed it. I understand your concerns, friend, and I thank you for voicing them. But the Creator's will for us has been made manifest.
Alright. Let's talk about Chris. Why do you keep lying to him?
After all that you have done for us, I suppose you deserve to know everything. When Chris came to us, we tried to convince him that he was human. But this only angered him. He seemed lost. We decided to let him stay with us for a few days, over the course of which we learned that his technical skills far surpassed our own. It became clear that the Creator had sent him to us, to ensure the success of the great journey. Equally clear was that Chris should labor in blessed ignorance of his humanity, and his inability to make the journey himself. It is no coincidence that two humans have been vital to the success of the great journey. It is my belief that the Creator sent you and Chris to expiate the sins of your kind against mine. Your redeemers both.
That's a lot of religious mumbo-jumbo.
Such is the Creator's will. Vision upon vision has shown me that, were Chris to accompany us, he would die in minutes. The radiation around the launch pad alone would kill Chris in minutes. The radioactivity of the far beyond is much stronger.
I mean, in all intensive terms, they really have kind of been using Chris just to further their own aims, but for the sake of not wanting to piss them off, I'm just gonna stay out of it.
Chris shall be declared the saint of the great journey before we depart. I hope this will ease his sadness. There is no way that we can thank you enough, Wanderer. Your arrival here was a blessing. We will remember you always.
Nope.
Jason
Now we can
says
talk to
that I
Chris
am
at
to
least.
cooperate with you on the final tasks necessary to launch the Great Journey. Obviously, it's taken months, but I've nearly got them in working order. Soon they'll take us to the far beyond. I was skeptical at first, of course, being a man of science. But Jason is certain, and I believe in Jason.
Okay, well, what can I do to help?
I was close to completing work on the rockets before we were driven into hiding on the top floor. 2 components were missing. A quantity of isotope 239 igniting agent, and a set of thrust control modules. The igniting agent is highly radioactive and decays quickly. That's why we can't use the drums that leak down on the launch pad. It's no longer potent enough. I need you to find an intact, shielded container of the igniting agent. As for the thrust control modules, they were custom built for these rockets. They won't even launch without them.
We'll do the thrust control modules first.
All right. Anything else?
Can you give me some helpful hints, please? Please, sir. Can I have some helpful hints, please? Please?
Repcon has been ransacked so many times by scavengers, it's hard to know where the components might turn up. If they turn up. Jason has mentioned some industrial ruins to the east that are supposed to be highly radioactive.
Okay. I'll get going.
Bye.
So I do actually know where we need to get the thrust control modules from. So we'll make our way there. I also want to go there because there's some things that I can sell once we get there. But we'll just make our way back to Novak and start heading north. Once I remember which way is north. Here's the doctor for this town. We don't really need to talk to her right now. She doesn't have, well, much for us. Old Gibson's scrapyard. I want to talk to old lady Gibson here.
Hello. Hi there. I'm Old Lady Gibson, or so they tell me. I've got odds and ends for sale, and I'm pretty good at fixing things, too. You might have noticed the very large building just north of here. That's Helios 1. The NCR runs the place, so it's off limits to prospectors.
So there's a few things we can ask her about. We'll run through her dialogue before we get to the main juice. What can you tell me about Repcon?
Sometimes it seems like I spent the better portion of my youth in that old wreck of a building. Me and my hubby, may the man rest in peace, used to scavenge there. If it weren't bolted down, you can bet we took it and sold it. A lot of the scrap you see around here is from Repcon, even my favorite chair.
Cool backstory, thanks. What do you know about Helios 1?
The way I heard it, the Brotherhood of Steel ran the place before the NCR took it away from them. I'm not sure who started shooting first. But when it was over, the Brotherhood, with all their fancy armor and weapons, was on the run. Nobody's heard from them since.
That's a little backstory about the Brotherhood being in control of Helios before NCR took it over. I feel like this is a rude thing to ask a lady, but we'll do it anyways.
Well, I'll give you a hint. They used to just call me Gibson. I hope you can figure out the rest. I don't mind, to be honest. Living long is a real accomplishment these days. Remains to be seen if I end up dying peaceful in my bed. Certainly did. Hubby and me had an old rad meter to help us tell the difference between what you could salvage and what'd kill you. I kept a glowing container from Repcon around here for years, serving no better purpose than a nightlight. Damn thing wouldn't sell. Then along comes the most peculiar-looking fellow, all decked out in a yellow radiation suit, of which he was proud all out of proportion. The man outright asked if I had anything radioactive for sale. Imagine that. But he paid handsome for that jar of goop. Only saw him that once. He said something about heading over to Clark Field to put his suit through its paces. A strange one he was.
Well, that's one way we can get the isotope that we need.
As it so happens, I do have some thrust modules, but they're expensive. 500 caps worth of expensive.
I think we're just gonna rizz up the old lady. I'm not paying for that shit.
I know I'm not young and pretty anymore, but I appreciate the thought all the same. Here, take the parts, you flatterer.
Oh, how kind. Saved us a little bit of money. Now, in interest of saving time, we're just going to run back to Novak. So there is two ways that I know of, at least, of doing this isotope quest. Or at least getting the isotope part. One being that you follow the person that old lady Gibson mentioned to, well, where she showed you on the map, and then you find the isotope there. The second being that if you go to, well, the shop here, you can kind of break your way into this little area here. Take some souvenirs for yourself. Because isotope exists in the in those toys, so you can just take them instead. Now, normally you have to buy them. Well, not normally. You can buy them if Cliff is in there, and you can do a barter skill check, I believe, to get them at quite a discount. But since he wasn't there, we're just gonna... We just stole it. Make our way back to a Chris here.
Have you found the components we discussed? Indeed you did, and they seem to be in excellent condition. All I need now is the igniting agent we discussed earlier. Yes, that's isotope 239, all right. And there's enough here to launch the rockets.
Let's get her done.
Yes, I'll tell Jason that the great journey can begin. We have everything we need to launch the rockets, Jason. The great journey can begin.
Now we just have to make our way up.
Gather all. May the Creator guide my words and help me speak true.
It seems they cut off Bright's intercom. Usually he has more that he says there. we are. I think we might be able to... Oh, we're a little too low on science to be boosting that. Just gets you some extra XP if you're able to fiddle with it. I also believe you're able to sabotage the rockets if you have high enough science and you want to do that. But since we don't have either, we'll just have to contend. That was a little loud. We got a level out of it. Good for us. So, I think we might want to get speech to 50, at least. I also would like to get science up higher. As well as lockpick, and then we'll just round out. Melee weapons for an even 0. Now we have a few new perks. Bloody Mess is always a good perk. Does extra damage. The only downside I'd really say of it is if you're trying to do the quest where you have to hunt down 3 fiends and bring back their heads intact. If you have Bloody Mess, there's a small chance that when you shoot them, they'll just explode, which will ruin the head, and won't get you the full payout that you could get for that quest. But otherwise, it's still... It is, in all Fallout games, just a useful perk. Fortune Finder allows you to find more bottle caps. It's good if you need it. Otherwise, every other perk could probably replace it, mostly. Gunslinger's good if you're doing a one-handed handgun playthrough. It increases the VATS for, well, that weapon category. Lead Belly, good if you're suffering from radiation. A lot when you're playing in hardcore and eating foods and drink. But honestly, you can find enough Rad-X and rat away in this game that it doesn't really become a problem. And toughness is always good. Extra DT allows you to take more damage. And you can take this perk twice to give you a +6, which is really good, but I think we'll be taking comprehension for the bonus from reading magazines and the books that we have, an extra skill point. Which is why I've been holding off on reading the books, if you've seen them in my inventory. So we'll be using them right now. So some extra medicine. And I believe this is barter. But quite good for us. And that's about all that can be done here. So we'll just take our leave. So I think we'll try and make our way to Boulder City next, I think. I'd say that's a good stop for us. Also, the next stop we need to make on our journey for the quest, for the main story. I feel like I just saw a ghost. What? We're just gonna move on. We don't need to be here anyways. Make our small trek over to Helios 1. I'm kind of surprised that they give you the marker for it out so far. I feel like you would have had to go closer for it to give you the fast travel point. But I guess not. We'll go there later. We don't really need to do much there now. There is a quest there, but generally for the beginning of the game, I kind of like to make it to New Vegas before I do any of the side stuff. Just keeps it a little easier to follow. Oh. I'm being swarmed. Well, so much for my easy walk to New Vegas. Okay. Well, with that revelation of being shot to death, maybe we will buff ourselves up a little bit before we take our long walk to Boulder City there. So maybe we'll go back and try and help out Prim a little bit. So there's two ways of doing this. One way, you can talk to the NCR to help take over the town that way. Well, there's three ways actually. One, you can talk to the NCR to help them impose martial law in Prim. The second one is finding the guy that the deputy told us about, who is stuck in the prison, that we can go talk to. The third, hidden one, is if you have enough science, you can actually hack Prim Slim into being the sheriff for Prim, which is really funny, and it stops you from having to do either of these options. But since I want to buff myself up a little bit and level in XP, we'll go to the NCR Correctional Facility, both to get some XP out of shooting the powder gangers there and to do the quest that on that side of the story.
They killed him!
Well, that was kind of easy. They did drop some Hydra for us, which is good. Some extra NCR money is always well worth it for trading. But we're going to want to make our way to the correctional facility. That's over this way. Although I think I'm going to switch weapons, just so we can save some of our ammo for the 5 5.56 millimeter. Wasting it on blowflies is kind of pointless as well. These things aren't really that tough anyways. Though my accuracy is still pretty piss poor. We'll see if we can employ some Skyrim techniques to make it over this mountain. And there we are. There's the correctional facility for us. Now we're just going to want to heal up because they are going to start shooting at us as soon as we get close. I think we're going to switch to a slightly longer reach weapon here. Make sure we're nice and ready to not die. Try this infiltration again. Ooh, that's some heavy limb damage. Ooh, that's some not good limb damage again. It is a good thing we picked up that doctor's bag earlier, though. I also forgot I had this Guns and Bullets book that I was holding on to. So we will use that as well. Well, that's one of them taken care of. Let's see if we can use some of these frag grenades to our benefit. Well, not exactly. That's a little cheap of me, just staying out of his range and shooting him with a fireball. Though to be fair, he is cheating by being in a tower. Worked in our favor, though. Does also allow us to get rid of some of our fuel reserves that are taking up weight in our inventory. But I think that went quite well for us. Oh, there's going to be a big group of guys in here, so I think I might heal up before we enter. I think I also might try and lure them out.
Hey! Come on.
Just a little easier to deal with this way.
I'm hit.
Alright, let's get this guy in. A little bit of a... Well, as fair a fight as him being on fire could have been.
This is hopeless.
I didn't even realize you were still out here. Well, we'll be taking that from you.
This is hopeless. Watch out.
Oh, he's still on our side, so we'll go for this guy. Here we go. Ooh. We're a little hungry. Starting to move a little slow. I think we'll munch down on some noodles and this iguana on a stick.
Didn't know anyone would willingly walk into this place. Not unless they were looking for trouble. What's your story?
I think it's a fair question to ask him why he's still here.
I'm not quite sure the kind of greeting NCR troopers will give an escaped con like myself. Figure it's better to stay put for now.
Alright, but how did you end up in jail?
I was a sheriff, believe it or not, for a small town far to the west of here. Short version is that sometimes justice is a little slow, and I helped speed it up one too many times. I'm not sorry for anything I did, but I will do the time. Fair enough trade if you ask me.
Alright, but tell me more about what happened in this prison first.
I understand that Cook was behind it all. I kept my head down the whole time. Didn't want any part of it. I stuck around, figuring the NCR would show up and put things back the way they were. No sense in making myself look guilty, right? Some kind of anti-NCR rebel. Some people just don't like being pushed around and told what to do.
I mean, fair. Doesn't mean you can go out and blow people up, though.
He went north with some of the other guys. Didn't say where. Didn't say why. All I know is he's got some kind of score to settle with the NCR.
But who's in charge?
Right now, Eddie and his boys run the place. They've got the guns and the dynamite, so they call the shots. Assuming an NCR pardon comes with the job, and it had better. I also need to be able to do things my own way. Due process has its place, but sometimes it's just a waste of time. I'll need to know that I'm not going to end up right back in prison.
Does that mean you'll have to take the law into your own hands?
When I need to? Yes.
Yeah, okay.
All right then. Guess I'll just make a quiet exit. No need for a goodbye party or anything.
You'll just book it out of here. Now it's just a quick travel to the Mojave outpost.
Hello. Been doing a lot of good work out there, setting an example for the others. I know Ranger Jackson appreciates it.
Oh, I'm sure he does. But I'd like to talk to you about Prim now.
Prim? Hayes units is stationed up there. We're having problems with some of the NCRCF convicts. What can I help you with?
Give me a pardon. Well, not me specifically.
One of the powder gangers? They've been nothing but trouble for us. Why would we want one of them anywhere in an official capacity?
Because he's not a powder ganger.
All right. If his sentence was closing up, I can see about getting him pardoned. Prim is important to our trade up from California, so having someone there who owes us a favor, that couldn't hurt. Goodbye.
That's all we really need from him. So we'll make our way back to Prim now. And there he is waiting for us.
Thanks for getting me that pardon. Me and the boys will take good care of Prim. Don't you worry. Watch yourself out there.
And thankfully gave us another level up. So we'll increase our guns, I think. We'll round out medicine and barter as well. I think we'll get science all the way up to 50. I think that'll be helpful for us. Other than that, I think we'll just dump into survival. Well, that's Prim saved. Well, let's try and make another little cross up to Boulder City. Get all kitted out for the walk. And to make sure we don't get jumped again. Well, someone's getting jumped. We're just, we're gonna go the other way for now. We'll check that out in a second. Just want the fast travel point again. Maybe we can find the remnants of that battle that just happened.
I'm looking forward to getting sent across the river. Our way.
All right. You do you, bud. As long as you aren't shooting me, that's all that matters. So we might take a little bit more wide berth. Oh, that hurt. Okay, we're gonna have to respond in kind. They broke both my legs, the bastards. And I'm out of explosives. This is a little rough for me. Okay. You think we might be able to escape with the stealth board? That was extremely lucky for us. For walking away with, well, crawling away. Crawling away technically, because both of our legs are shattered. I want nothing to do with this. My legs are broken. I don't have health. I just want to... We're just going to keep moving forward and hope that they do not see me and shoot me. I think we're in a little bit of a safer position now. There's a person we can talk to sitting there, but he's kind of more useful later on, so we'll just pass him by for now. Boulder City that-a-way. Although we're going to stop up here just so we can get the fast travel point, so we don't have to walk all the way back, just in case I get shot again. But at least we'll be able to travel back to Novak, which isn't too far away. And we can heal there. Now that we have this as a fast travel point, let's head back to Novak. Maybe since we're like the doctor there, we'll give us a little discount. Although we might have to wait till morning. Which I think is quite fair. Or maybe I'll just find her walking around like I did right now.
What can I do for you? That's not so bad. I'll have you looking as good as new. I mean, what are the chances of me botching another routine procedure in the same day?
Just joining back, what are we doing?
All right,
we're making our way to
my
Boulder City
scalpel
right
here. And, did I leave that sitting outside? Well, you know what? Free tetanus shot.
Although currently I'm healing the 2 broken legs that I was given. So now we can run again, which is always handy. I think we might be at the point where I feel comfortable going into Boulder City. But I just want to double make sure that I have everything. Maybe we'll see if she has any speech or barter stuff for us. Books that we can buy. That, guy seemed a little trouble there for a second.
What can I do for you? Yeah, and I need sterile medical supplies. But let's see what I have with me.
Oh, sadly, she does not have any, speech things that we can use. So we'll look at the shop here, see if we can find anything. And if not, we'll try Good Springs. And if not there, then we'll just have to make do without.
I don't know if you know, but since Jeannie May passed, I've been keeping an eye on her properties for her. I think it's time we gave everything back to you, so take this key and make yourself at home at our motel. It'll open the room on the second floor, closest to the lobby. Hope it suits you.
Now, we could tell him that, we killed Jeannie May, but, we are not going to do that.
Sure thing. Have a look.
We will buy this salesman weekly from him, but I don't think it's the one we exactly want. But getting the room is a nice bonus for us. Allows us to get in here, which does have a few things for us. Not too much, though, but it is a player space that you can use and store things in if you really need to. Although there are other places that I feel work better as a player home. But all things considered, this isn't a bad one. So we're going to make our way to Good Springs to see if we can... see if they have a book for us that we're looking for. I don't know what Ringo's doing here. I thought he was supposed to be heading back to the Crimson Caravan. Although everyone seems to be out, which makes sense considering it is 1 a.m. So we'll just wait for them to be back in. We might have to wait just a minute longer. Okay, just a minute longer, I guess.
Prim wimped out and accepted NCR rule. Some people will do anything to feel safe.
I'm glad that business is over. I like it when Good Springs is nice and quiet. Got a special discount for you after what you done for us.
There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Although, I don't really want to pay for it. So we'll do that.
Another satisfied customer. Be careful.
We will make our way back to Novak just so we can sleep in the bed. In the room we got. Get the sleep deprivation marker off. As well as we should do something about our dehydration. Well, thankfully we still have some water that we can use. We'll sleep for 8 hours just to get the well-rested bonus. Now we can make our way back to the trading post. So I don't think we'll run into too much trouble from here till Boulder City, as long as we stick to the roads. Or at least I'm hoping we don't run into too much trouble here. Thankfully, it's not too far away. Don't wait another damn minute. Ha. Anyways. We made it to Boulder City. How good for us. There's a Brahmin that is not happy right now.
You here to pay your respects too?
No, I'm here to find the people who shot me, but sure. Whatever you want to believe, bud.
It commemorates the Battle of Hoover Dam. The Rangers lured the best of Caesar's Legion into Boulder City, then blew the whole town up. The NCR still lost a bunch of troops in the fighting, though. My older brother sacrificed himself, so they could evacuate some of the wounded.
Sorry to hear that.
Don't worry about it. Camp McCarran, but I'm on leave at the moment, heading back to California to see my folks. I'm supposed to join up with a caravan that's heading that way up at the 188, but they're not due to arrive for a while yet.
Well...
Bye.
You have fun, then. I have, someone I need to talk to here, to say the least.
We've got a situation with some great cons right now. The brass at McCarran has ordered me to lock down the ruins until it's been resolved.
Yeah, what's the situation, though?
One of my patrols was on its way back from Novak when it came under fire from the Great Khans. They radioed for reinforcements, but instead of waiting for us, they chased the Khans into the ruins where they were caught in a crossfire. No deaths, but not all the squad got out. The Khans have Private Ackerman and Private Gilbert as hostages.
They also have a different hostage. My damn Chip.
Once the Great Khans have been killed or captured, you're welcome to retrieve any property they've taken from you.
Okay, but what if I get a deal out of them?
Normally I'd turn you down since I have no idea who you are. But considering that the hostages are as good as dead when we attack... Alright. I'm going to give you a chance to talk to the Great Khans. Their leader is a man named Jessup. If we hear shooting, we'll be coming in. But it'll probably be too late for you.
That's a bit rude.
Good luck.
Oh, let's get in there. I think we're gonna pop that meeting people book I bought before we enter.
What the hell? You're that courier Benny wasted back in Good Springs. You're supposed to be dead.
Yeah, well, you're a dog shit sot, and I'm here to haunt you. Ooh.
All right, quit fucking around. You survived and you tracked us down. What now?
Give me my damn chip, bud.
Don't have it. Benny stole it right before he stabbed us in the back. He's probably back at the strip by by now, laughing at me.
Okay, well, let's see if we can get some answers out of him.
Yeah? On what?
What can you tell me about Benny?
He's one of the chairmen, big shots that run the Tops Casino in New Vegas. A friend from the city contacted me with info on a big job. I should have known that the caps were too good to be true, but there was still no way I could pass up the chance.
Did Benny betray you?
He's a snake, that's why. He owed us the rest of the pay for the job, so maybe he didn't want to pay up.
I mean, he did shoot me in the face. That wouldn't surprise me.
It's just a big fancy poker chip as far as I know. Don't know why anyone would make one out of platinum, though.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
Fine.
Like, you settling things between the NCR.
What's to negotiate? The NCR backs off, we walk out of here, nobody gets hurt.
That's definitely not gonna happen if you try that. So, we'll make you free the hostages, I think.
Can't believe I'm doing this. But alright, the hostages can go. The NCR had better keep their end of the deal, though. Here, a souvenir for you. It's Benny's lighter. Shove it up his ass when you catch up with him. Yeah, go on.
Good for us again. We'll up our guns. Our repair, I think. And more speech. I think we'll be taking Grunt as our perk. Extra damage with 9mm 45 service rifles and all that. It's pretty decent as far as things go. Now we can inform the NCR that we made a deal.
I'm glad you were able to get my people freed, but there's a new problem. I just got orders to take out the Great Khans, hostages or not.
Well, too bad I negotiated for their freedom.
My hands are tied. I can't go against orders, can I?
Yes. Yes, you certainly can.
You're right. The Great Khans are free to go.
I like how easy he just lets me convince him. He's like, oh, well, okay. I get like I'm like a major or corporal in the army or whatever, and like I have a higher status than you, but like, yeah, you're right. I guess you're right. Random person I've never met before. But that's good for us. We'll take some extra reputation bonus for both the NCR and the cons. Now, I think that might be where I leave it off for today, though. We've done quite a lot. We've did the entire Repcon quest of helping the ghouls there find their well, helping them rebuild their rockets so they can fly out to the great beyond, wherever that is. We also found the people, well, some of the people who were with the guy who shot us in the face and confronted them and got a little hint on where Benny went, which was towards New Vegas. How surprising. But I think that's the main thing. So next time we're going to be heading to New Vegas. We'll be seeing what we can do there. see if we can confront Benny and maybe get that platinum chip back that he stole from us. But otherwise, thank you to everyone who joined today. Thank you for spending some time with me, whether it was your evening, your morning, your afternoon. I appreciate it all the same. I'll be streaming this next Sunday, no doubt, and we'll see if I increase. Maybe I'll add another day where we'll stream Fallout, because I'm very Fallout pilled, to say the least. It is one of my favorite series, so maybe we'll stream it an extra day, just to get all that Fallout goodness out. But otherwise, drop a follow if you enjoyed the stream or want to see other streams like this. Let me know what other games I should play. Otherwise, thank you for your time, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening or day or whatever it is. Bye for now.